What's up, my beautiful, diverse American people? I hate being right, but it's happened. We're at war with Venezuela. They went in and kidnapped the president of a sovereign nation and his wife, according to reports. They've taken them out of the country. Let's start with Venezuela's not a good country. It's not a good place. Maduro is not a good guy. That is not a good regime. However, when a criminal kills a criminal, should there be accountability? Does that make it right? Because that's what's happening here. This is an attack without our congressional approval. The American people have not decided to do this. This is beta boy bitch fabricating scenarios to steal a nation's oil, to attack a sovereign nation. So this is directly to Volodymyr Zelensky. My brother, you're fucked. You are fucked. I would have forces around you go into hiding immediately because they've just given Putin permission to do the same thing to you. Taiwan, you need to be on high alert because they've just given China the green light to do the same thing. They are doing to Venezuela the exact same thing Putin did to Ukraine. Attack a sovereign nation on fabricated scenarios. Fentanyl in Venezuela, Nazis in Ukraine. So my brother, Mr. President Honorable Volodymyr Zelensky, you are in trouble, my brother. You are in trouble. This means that you have nothing now because the nation that needs to be supporting you is behaving the exact same way as the nation who attacked you and is continuing to attack you. And they went in and kidnapped the president. So they told Putin it's okay to do the same thing to you. That's what they've done. This is no funny a little operation. This is an attack on a sovereign nation without congressional approval. To remove its president, to kidnap its president for profit, for financial reasons, for the oil beneath that nation's feet. We are a rogue nation. We are not the United States of America right now. We are the nation, the former United States of America. I don't know what they're calling this, MAGA Nation, because you do not carry strikes out on sovereign nation without our nation of laws being involved. We are not a dictatorship like Maduro's. We acted exactly like Maduro. We acted exactly like Putin. So Taiwan is in trouble. Ukraine is fucked. And your children will be dying within the next few months. American soldiers will die because of this beta boy bitch attack on a sovereign nation. And again, not defending Venezuela or Maduro or their actions in any way. But fentanyl does not come from there. But they're not a good nation. They're not a good people. They're just like Cuba. They're just like what is evolving here. An autocratic dictatorial regime that operates outside of what the people want, which is a dictatorship. This is not right. This is not right. This is not what America stands for. We do not kidnap presidents of other nations to take their oil on fabricated reasons. That's what Putin does. Vladimir, go hide, brother. Go hide. Go hide. Refuse meetings because they're going to set you up. They're going to set you up. You're going to live under Russian occupation because that's what this is. They're going to install a puppet regime in Venezuela. And they have no plan. You know they have no plan. So what's going to happen in Venezuela now is going to be horrendous. The exodus of people is going to be just heartbreaking. My heart weeps. I knew I couldn't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep. I kept tossing and turning and pray, because I pray. When I sleep, all I do is pray. Our Father, I pray that till I fall asleep. Since I was a little boy. I've talked about that in previous video. And last night I couldn't fall asleep. I couldn't fall asleep. I just was awake. And then, I turned the TV on, but I didn't turn on the news. I didn't turn on it until just a couple hours ago. We're all connected. I felt it. That's why I couldn't fall asleep. We the people are the rightful masters. We need one of us. Enough of this. Enough of this beta boy bitch. Ignorance and hatred towards humanity. Venezuela isn't a good nation, but there was a better way to do this. There's a legal way in a nation of laws to do this. Not rogue beta boy bitches with the only purpose of profit. Oh, Jesus. We need to do something different. This isn't it. We don't want our children dying for the next 10, 20 years with these wars, because this is all that's going to come out of this. It's more war, because they love war. They named the Department of War, because next comes Somalia. Next, after this, will come Nigeria. After this, will come another one. They'll fabricate it somewhere. Colombia. Your children will die. Your sons and daughters will die for profit. That's why they hate Antifa. Because they are fascist. That's why they're against anti-fascism. Because they want to do things like this. They want to unilaterally act, destroy humanity, destroy life, take what they want by force. And by doing that, they authorize all the other thugs around the world to do the same thing. So Zelensky, my brother, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but this is the end of your nation. This is the end of your nation. So go hide. Go hide, because Putin is going to do the same thing to you. Taiwan, go hide. Go hide. Be on full alert, because they're going to do the same thing to you over there. It's a lot of death coming, a lot of destruction coming. I knew I couldn't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep last night. Now I know why. Your sons and daughters, our children, will be dying soon for profit. It's time for one of us. Crazy and impossible. You see why I say crazy and impossible? Because it's going to take crazy and impossible to stop this. It's going to take crazy and impossible to say, this is not the American vision. This is not the Founding Fathers' vision of a nation built on freedom. This is When greed, ignorance, and hatred combine, the malevolence is the only product. So we need to fix that. God bless the American people. God save the world, please. Put an end to this beta boy bitch ignorance and hatred, unless, the right-wing Christians are right and they are trying to destroy the world and bring on Armageddon, and that's why they're doing this. That could be the motivation behind this, that they want to end the world. Because I don't see any other reason. Either greed or Armageddon. There's no other justification here. So either way, it looks like love, intelligence, and humanity are in trouble. Unless we, the people, united, put an end to this stupid shit. And act through love and intelligence and build that world that we want. Not this hate-driven, greed-inspired malevolence on humanity. Vladimir, you're in trouble. Taiwan, you're in trouble. Free nations around the world, you're in trouble. Because every thug just got license to do whatever you want. To kidnap presidents. On the reverse side, Vladimir, you got a green light on behalf of the American people to attack everything that son of a bitch in Russia owns. His house, his cars, his bunkers, his offices, that beautiful building in downtown Moscow. Time to blow that bitch up. I'm sorry to say that. You need to defend yourself, because you're not going to be defended. You're going to be handed over to him. And I love peace. I hate violence. I don't condone violence in any way, shape, or form. But those nations are at war. Those nations are at war. And waiting to be defended, it's not going to work for you under this regime. Because they're doing the same thing to sovereign nations that's being done to you. Crazy and impossible.